Imagine sitting in an empty apartment. It has already been 3 days since you last spoke a single word out loud. Your phone is silent. There are no notifications, no hum of traffic outside. At first, it feels like a long-awaited peace, a quiet escape from the relentless noise of the outside world. But a little more time passes, and the silence stops being a cozy blanket. It turns into a mirror. And looking into that mirror is unbearably difficult. We spend our whole lives running from isolation, treating it like a punishment. But what actually happens to the mind when the rest of the world switches off? Let's break it down. To understand true isolation, forget the romance of solitude. In the 1960s, psychologists began locking volunteers in sensory deprivation tanks, in pitch darkness and total silence. Within just a few hours, a brain starved of external signals would begin to panic. When your eyes have nothing to catch on to and your ears hear nothing, the mind starts manufacturing its own reality out of shadows and sounds. In the wild, or during long-term isolation, this effect multiplies 100-fold. Without a social mirror to confirm who you are, your own sense of self begins to fracture into pieces. The scariest part isn't the sadness itself, but how evolution adapts to it. Our ancestors lived in tribes, and for early humans, isolation meant certain death. This is why our nervous system still perceives social isolation as a direct physical threat. The fear center in the brain shifts into permanent high alert. Every creak in an empty house starts feeling like footsteps. Your body believes it is surrounded by invisible enemies simply because it was left alone. And yet, the human psyche is stubbornly resilient. If you survive the initial panic, a defense mechanism kicks in. The mind, desperately craving connection, starts inventing it on its own. This is how phantom companions are born. Solitary travelers, lighthouse keepers, and hermits have spent centuries describing the sensation of an unseen presence right beside them. It is a brilliant evolutionary hack. When the tribe disappears, your own mind creates a new one out of thin air, just to keep functioning. We live in an era of hyperconnection, surrounded by millions of digital voices. Yet chronic loneliness is breaking all records. We traded the deep silence of our ancestors for a constant, anxious noise. Think about that the next time you turn off your phone and the room plunges into absolute silence. Thanks for watching. If you are interested in the dark corners of the human mind, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.